Yes! This is awkward, talking to a camera in a parking lot, but here we go. This is something I've wanted to do for a while, and I watch vlogs constantly, so I might as well, you know? Might as well be a part of the community in a more active way. And I need a hobby. This is going to be the first of a weekly reading slash lifestyle slash look at my cute dog type of vlog. And right now it's Friday. I don't know if it'll start on Fridays, if it'll end on Fridays. Usually this is just the day I'm starting because I got a memory card yesterday that will hold videos. Anyway, we're at the bookstore. I've been wanting to get the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo because I have heard so much about it online on BookTube, and it's been really hyped up. But I checked and it said they have limited stock, so I don't know. They might have it, they might not. If they don't, I'll find it another time. I'm sure I'll find something because I never go in Books A Million and don't find something. I did not find the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I looked everywhere, could not find it, but I still got something. So I got They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera, which I've heard a lot about on YouTube. I've heard a lot of people recommend it. It says, on September 5th, a little after midnight, Death Cast calls Mateo Torres and Rufus Emeterio, probably butchered that, to deliver some bad news. They're going to die in less than 24 hours. Mateo and Rufus are total strangers, but for different reasons, they're both looking to make a new friend on their end day. The good news is that there's an app for that. It's called Last Friend, and through it, Rufus and Mateo meet up for one final epic adventure to live a lifetime in a single day. I've heard good things. I love the cover. Looks good. And the second one I got, Scythe by Neal Shusterman. And I don't really know what this one is about, other than people don't die. Thou shalt kill. It says, a world with no hunger, no disease, no war, no misery. Humanity has conquered all those things and has even conquered death. Now scythes are the only ones who can end life, and they are commanded to do so in order to keep the size of the population under control. Citra and Rowan are chosen to apprentice to a scythe, a role that neither wants. These teens must master the art of taking life, knowing that the consequences of failure could mean losing their own. They learn living in a perfect world comes only with a heavy price. So, that sounds good and exciting, and I've heard tons of good stuff about it, so looking forward to reading that. I'll eventually find Evelyn Hugo. Maybe. Now it's time for the hour drive back home, because I live in this town, but my parents, where I'm staying for the weekend, live an hour away in the middle of nowhere, but it's the best place ever. So, off to the interstate. And I forgot to mention, I will listen to an audiobook while I drive, and right now I'm listening to The Voyager, which is the third Outlander book. And I'm only on chapter 2, but so far it's as good as the first 2, which were both amazing. And I love the audiobook because of the hour ride to and from my parents' hometown, or my hometown, it gives you so much time to read. Like, it's the way I've gotten so much reading done recently. I listen to audiobooks on Audible when I'm driving, like to and from work. Sometimes I even drive from my parents' house to work, which is an hour both ways. Somebody beat their horn. And, stop it! So anyway, I listen to audiobooks while I do that. And I also work in a lab. And what the heck, people? Anyway, I work in a lab, and a lot of that requires data processing on a computer, and it's essentially just crunching numbers and preparing reports, and it's stuff that I can do while also listening to audiobooks. So, especially if they're like ones I'm familiar with, because I'm familiar with the characters in the Outlander series, so it's easier to listen to because I don't have to pay as close attention as I would if it was like a brand new world. That also applies, like I listened to Harry Potter while I was processing data a lot, and that was nice. Okay, now I'm gonna drive. Bye. Okay, so it has been a long day. I was up at 5:40 because Paparino here decided that she needed to be cuddled this morning before my alarm even went off because she needed more cuddles. So she woke up and she just stood over me, staring at me, then buried herself in my neck. Not gonna lie, it was kind of adorable. But I still had to go to work and drive an hour to work. So, been a long day. I worked all day and I'm just now sitting down in my room to like get ready for bed. And it's 12:15. Before I go to bed, I was going to do a little bit of reading. You saw earlier I'm listening to Voyager, the third book in the Outlander series right now. But I am reading Beautiful Boy because the movie comes out, I think it actually came out today. But I want to read this before I watch the movie. And I'm about halfway through. I'm on page 134. It's pretty good so far. So I was going to do a little bit of reading before I went to sleep. Obviously, this girl can't hang. She's very sleepy.
the sunrise in my eyes. Just like a new day, a breath of fresh air in my life. I don't know how, don't know why, but I'll be toasting all my life. My boots and briefcase are waiting at the door. My ride sweeter to meet the one I love. I don't know how and don't know why, but I'll be toasting all my life. Oh, it's sweeter the first time around.
It's been a while. So the last clip I think that I filmed was last Saturday, which was, let me look at my calendar. Last Saturday was the 5th. So that's the last clip you saw when I was having some breathing problems. I don't know, I'm not used to vlogging yet, so I didn't very well this week. I didn't do much other than just work. I didn't really have much time to read. My health was baseline normal, so didn't really have anything to talk about there. And honestly, it was my first week since the holidays back completely in my own house instead of with my parents. So I was kind of like getting adjusted again and doing laundry and cleaning and cooking and getting the house back in order, because that takes a while, especially after the holidays. I kind of let it slip getting ready for that. So yeah, that was this last week. So I guess that will be the end of this vlog, and I'll be able to start a new vlog for this week. But I wanted to update you. I finished Beautiful Boy by David Sheff. I have not watched the movie yet, but I think that's the thing I'm going to work on this week. Seeing that movie, because I wanted to finish this book before I watched the Amazon movie with Steve Carell. It was a really good book. I have tons, I'll show you, hold on. I have tons of places where I like dog-eared the pages because I'm terrible, and I wanted to tab, you know, certain quotes and things that stuck out to me, and my ultimate goal is to continue to do that, but after I read the book. So yeah, it was a great book. It was very hard to read in some points, but very poignant. Definitely recommend. It was a quick read. I didn't actually sit down to read it, all but maybe 3 or 4 times. It was quick to read in the stints that I did read it, but it was really good. So my current read, what I've started now, I started last night, is Scythe by Neal Shusterman. And I'm 39 pages in, and so far I absolutely love it. It's so intriguing, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm going to end this vlog, and in the next vlog you'll get to see the progress I make with Scythe. I'm also 13 or 14 hours into the Voyager audiobook. It's so good. It's ridiculous. It's so good. I don't know how she does it, but it's always perfect. It's amazing. I love it. I'm excited to keep reading it. I listen to it while I'm processing data at work. I said that earlier in the vlog, so it is so good. And I listened to it on the drive back tonight because I spent the weekend with my parents. I think that's going to be the end of this vlog. If you want, we can go say hi to Scout before the end. She'll get to be the last thing you see, because I know that's why you're all here.
Hello. Say hi to the people. Say hi. Say bye. Boop.